I went on the Woodlands Mills website. I was going to buy a stump grinder because I had a WG46 that I had a love-hate relationship with. It worked great 80% of the time, and then some of the stuff I have to cut, which I'll show you here, it didn't play well with it. So went on the site, saw that they had the TF46, went ahead and bought it, talked to my wife first, told her it'd be a good idea. Please don't let me down, Woodland Mills. So we're going to try out the TF46 on the stuff that gave the WG46 problems, and then we're going to go through each one of these so you can see how it performs in some of these wet and evergreen situations. On our land, we have to get rid of some of these volunteer pine trees. It's been here, the previous owners let them grow up. They're crowding each other, and eventually half of them's going to die anyway. Now with the WG46, I could get like through 2 of these and then it would clog up. So we're going to see if the TF46 will actually handle this. So this is going to be one of the tests we're going to do today. The last pine I dropped is right here. As you can see, I just left the top go for now because I just didn't have the time to try to mess with it if the WG was going to be particular that day on what it's going to accept. So we're going to clean this up today. I'll cut this out and then we'll run it through the chipper and see how it handles it. So for the purposes of this video, I've got stuff that should be really easy. It's easy for my WG, and stuff that's mid-range, and then something I wouldn't have tried to run through my WG without cutting it up first, just to see if it can handle it. The machine's running right now. It's at idle, so it's pretty quiet when it's at idle. When I ramp it up, you'll start to hear the air. I really recommend wearing earplugs when you run these, because when you run hardwood in any of these, they get clacking where it'll actually rumble your eardrum. I'm not wearing it this time because I want to hear what this thing sounds like when I'm running things through it. So let's give it a shot. Alright, I'm real happy with that. We're going to try the other stuff up back that I showed you earlier. I'm going to speed up the feed a little bit. I kept it a little slow, but it didn't even come close to having any pine needles jamming up in it. WG would have started failing after about half of that. You know, I'd have to start keeping an eye on it and listening for it to sound funny because it was clogging up. There's the hound, part of the Horse and Hound homestead. Alright folks, well, if this thing's going to fail, this is where
or it's going to fail. I'm going to shove a bunch of green into it. I've already cut it, so you don't have to watch all that. I'll probably speed this up just so you're not watching paint dry. And, we'll see how it works out.
growing up, my family business was a tree business. So I've been running chippers since I was 10. Now I design equipment, not for woodland mills, for outdoor equipment. The WG, if you're looking at the WG and you're doing occasional pine, but you're doing a lot of hardwoods and things like that, and you're on a budget, it's perfectly fine. If you're doing a little bit of everything, or a lot of pine, or a lot of stuff that's wet and it may clog, this is the way to go. Either in the 46, 68, or 88. This is a real deal chipper. It took everything. I didn't have problem one that I had any concerns about. So if you're on the fence, go ahead and get off the fence. You're good. Thanks for watching.